Hey everybody, it's Thomas with Get Out Arizona, and you're watching another great episode of Garage Talk, once again live at NAB 2026 here in Sin City, Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm joined by Alberto, Sirui Lens. Pleasure to see you again.
Pleasure to see you again too.
It's been a year.
Yep.
Your last NAB. And last NAB, we had a lot to talk about with some of the great innovations we saw in the Sirui lens lineup, not only with a spherical, but with Anamorphic. And this year, again, it seems every 6 months, 9 months, Sirui's either refining or they're coming out with something new for creators. So tell us about what Sirui has done this time.
So I think that this year the word is to be completing.
Okay.
Because we have some news. We have actually 3 new focal lengths on 2 different families.
Okay.
So if we want to start from Anamorphic, which is the one that is thrilling me a lot because we also got the chance to shoot before the show with the new focal length. So I got the chance to have them in my hands to shoot some projects here. Well, so for us, that comes out from Italy. So it was very thrilling to go in Utah and here in Nevada to shoot in the desert with the new focal length from the family of Iron Star. Okay. So the Iron Star family is getting bigger and bigger. So we started back again like more than 1 year ago with the first set, which was 35, 45, and 60. We have, it's a 1.5 squeezing factor anamorphic that comes in either neutral flare or blue flare, of course. And it comes in PL, but you also get the chance to swap to EF if you need, which is, I think, is very handy because PL is very adaptable, but EF, of course, is still, you know, a standard, and sometimes you just need it. So when you get the set, or even just one lens, you also get the kit to swap the mounting option. Of course. So this year we are presenting 3 new focal lengths. We were looking to go, I would say, a bit long, because we stopped at 60 last year, and we know that people were asking for longer focal length. So we answered to the questions. Personally, I love that because I am a huge fan of long focal length. So we are introducing the 75, the 100, and 135.
Nice.
The 75 still maintain the T1.9, so a very fast lens. While we go up to 2.8 of T for the 100 and the 135.
All right. That's still pretty fast, though.
It is, of course. So, yeah, it's, I would say, a good compromise to have a longer focal length. And one big feature which outstands compared to other, of course, competitor anamorphic on a budget, I would say, on a 1.5, is that the 100 millimeter is the first macro that we are actually introducing here at NAB. We tested. The minimum focal distance is less than 1 feet, or 0.3 meter for European, as I am. And we actually tried it out, and it turned out to be very cool for portraits, close-up for eyes. It's amazing, really.
And which, again, you see that missing from a lot of lineups where they have, you know, great selection of focal ranges, but none of them are macro. And we have an issue with the minimum close distance. People want to get close-ups, but you can't. And so that's really great that that's macro. And guys, the weight on these is, I mean, they're built. These are metal housed, don't get me wrong. But I was expecting like to pick one up and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get my workout for the day. You know, I don't have to worry about it when I get back to the hotel. This is really amazing. I could see why these would be very portable and very desirable as far as like a full kit. And of course we have the 60 millimeter, which is a gorgeous lens. These were really great when they were released. So I'm glad to hear that the success has just been, you know, the reception to these lenses has been amazing. So.
Iron Star has been very successful in the last year. A lot of audience was asking and was really pleased by the shot you can get out of these lenses. The look has been maintained, so the family is, you know, consistent in the look, even in the new set. So you don't see any differences, shifts, chromatic aberration is very subtle and minimal. I would say even like 10 to 0 personally for the test that we ran, of course, open air. And as you were mentioning, they weigh around 1 kilo each. You go a little bit higher with the 100, but still you don't have to change much in the balance if you are using them on a gimbal, for example. And you still can use on a gimbal because you don't go over the payload, of course.
Yeah, absolutely. Which some companies, when they're building that anamorphic, especially even a 1.5 or even a 2, they're large. And now with that additional weight, plus the weight of the camera and the rest of the rig, you can't put those on a gimbal. You're stuck on a tripod or a monopod, which can limit the applications on those. So, and granted, different companies are going to go for different spots. Now, these are amazing, and I'm happy to see that we're adding more lenses to this series. What else you got for me?
So
I know there's something else.
I know, yeah. So we said that the word for this year NAB is completing.
Right.
So if we move forward to another series which has been very successful in the last year.
I just don't want to knock these over, guys, because I'm clumsy.
Is the Vision Prime.
Right.
Vision Prime are our full frame, up to Vista Vision covering sensor primes, spherical ones in this case. So they've been very successful. T1.4. First kit was 24, 35, and 50.
Right.
So people were asking for longer focal length, but also for wider ones.
Right.
And we are satisfying both of them because we are introducing here at NAB 2026 the 15, which is over here, T1.6, the 75, still T1.4, and the 150, which is T4, because we do have a 1.5 time macro feature, magnification macro feature, and also because I was asking the reason of going up to T4. Of course, it's a 150 mil, but the guys at Sirui wanted to keep the form factor and the size. I would say on the overall same shape for the whole family.
Right.
So the compromise was to go up to T4, which is still, I would say, very more than enough.
We see some of our classic zooms that 24 to 105 is a T4 or F4. You know, for Sony, Canon, Nikon. And we tell our customers all the time, you shoot wide open on that all day long, twice on Sunday, you won't have any issues.
Exactly.
Especially with a modern sensor, how well balanced it is at dual gain ISOs, especially with the FX3 like we shoot, the A7S Mark III, some of the other cameras. So I really don't see that being an issue in 2026 like it would have been maybe in 2015 or 2010 or something along those lines.
And even if you think that we do have the 1.5 macro magnification, if you're shooting macro, you will probably go way more higher than T4.
Oh, absolutely. And that's the other thing. Video for another day, sometimes people get way too wrapped up in the f-stop or the t-stop and they don't understand the applications and how it's actually being used. So I think it's going to be just fine. And again, guys, these are full metal construction, okay? There's no plastic on these, and they're so darn lightweight, which when we're trying to, when Reed and I built out this kit for NAB, weight was an issue. We wanted to make sure for 4 days we weren't carrying something that was going to, break our backs and everything. When you're going to shoot a production, multiple days, gimbals are involved, cranes, this, that, and the other thing, weight becomes a very important factor.
One of the key aspects.
And having such good quality in a small package, lightweight, durable, robust, now gives you options. And I think when you have more options, more magic can happen as far as that goes.
I totally agree with you. One thing that I would like to mention is that we still keep one of the key features of the Vision Prime is that you get 4 different mounting options with each lens that you get.
Okay.
Just to remember that, of course, we were mentioning the same thing for the Anamorphic, the PL and EF. But in this case, it's even simpler because when you buy one lens or the kit, for each lens, you get 4 different mounting options. They are just 4 screws, and you just swap the mounting. No means of swim rings. You don't need anything.
That's what I was going to say, shimming, because some people think, oh my gosh, and I'm going to have to shim. Oh, that's great.
No, that's great. It's like, I think, I haven't, clocked me, but it could be like less than 2 minutes to change the mounting option.
No, and that might be a video that we could do if we get some. We can show how easy it is.
We can do even like a challenge, See who's fastest.
No, I like that. Now, do these come in a PL mount for those people who choose to use a PL mount, or is it just going to be like an E, Z, RF,
exactly.
etc.?
They do come with the majority of the mounting option for mirrorless cameras in this case. Yes.
But that's not a bad idea, though, or a bad thing either, because again, one less thing to carry. You don't have to carry a PL to E adapter or something along those lines. So
we wanted to keep them very tight and packed.
That forward thinking. And for you guys that are kind of curious too, where you see PL mounts on some lenses and not on others. Size of the lens, PL stands for positive lock. And so when we have a larger lens, we want that adapter to positive lock the lens. This is going to keep it from pulling forward from the manifold, letting light in, and possibly damaging the camera. So there's always a reason. And just like anything else, you need a minimum threshold to have a PL mount work properly on the back. And so when the lens gets smaller, it's just not feasible to PL mount on there. And some people too, they're like, oh, it's not a PL mount, that's not a professional lens. Really, guys? Not really the case.
2026?
Well, and this just comes again, where we try to educate people on this stuff so that they go forward with good information. Now, Is there anything else that you want to show us that's here today at NAB that you think is just awesome and people need to hear about it? Or is there anything maybe upcoming that you can give us just a little teaser for?
So, well, I can't confirm.
Okay, that's a yes.
Okay. But, so we have our family of autofocus anamorphic lenses, which is the Astra series,
right?
Which is right there.
Right.
The form factor is more or less the same of the Vision Prime 150. So,
right.
This has been introduced like almost for 1 year now, since 1 year.
Okay.
They've been very popular, and
right.
people are asking for new focal length. Right now you can get the 50, 75, and 100,
right.
which is still great.
Right.
It's 1.3 times squeeze, and you can get also neutral flare or blue flare.
Right.
So we still give the option of flaring colors. And I can't confirm, as I was saying, but there's going to be new focal length coming up. I can't tell you when, but I was going to say like soon.
Okay.
And these are behaving very well. People are appreciating the autofocus feature. You don't need any adapter. If you place on any mirrorless camera that do have a good autofocus, it's going to behave like any, proprietary lens that you can get, any prime,
Yeah. And I want to draw to your attention now. For me, if I were to use one of these, I would probably do the 75.
Yeah.
Now, when we talk about anamorphic lenses, we're talking 75 high. You're going to get that look for that portrait prime, but we're going to have that stretch.
Exactly.
And at 1.3, that's actually, it's not super.
Nope.
But it's enough to add and give your images character, those clips character.
In terms of field of view, flaring as well.
Right. But what I like about here is we have, that autofocus manual focus switch.
Yep.
We have a function button, which is very handy. And we have an iris lock. And I know you guys can't see, maybe Reed could zoom in just a little bit. When we have it in the auto mode, we can lock that, and now we're good. So we can switch that. Add
There's
our
also a clicking
soft button. Yep. Or we can take control and come through. And I like the fact that that's declicked.
Yep. You can actually decide if you want the click or declicked.
Right. And that's going to be right there. So again, very, very well thought out. And for someone, creator, sometimes it's just not feasible to have, and you need something high-speed, low drag, that can do double duty for you and everything like that. And again, I think Sirui has really hit that sweet spot there in servicing that part of the market.
One thing that I would like to mention is that Sirui is keeping and maintaining the prices of the sets. Also for the new ones, so the previous set was $2,499, so also the new set of the Iron Star I'm seeing is going to be the same price tag.
Nice.
There's not going to be any price increasing, so we are trying to go as much as close to our customers, of course.
Okay. Good. No, that's awesome. All right, Alberto, is there anything else you want to add before we close this one up?
Just I hope that you enjoyed the show, and I hope that you had the chance to test our lens very soon.
Yeah, absolutely. So, all right, my friends, first of all, thank you to Sirui and Alberto for giving us their time. They've always been generous for their time, whether it's here at NAB or the pro shows or any of the other shows we see them. Again, we choose to associate ourselves with the companies that take care of us. There's no free lenses, there's no affiliate links again here. Everything we do is upfront and legitimate. And again, for us being a smaller group, they treat us just as good as they would a larger group. And that says loads, volumes to us as far as that goes. So if you made it this far, God bless, like, subscribe, bell notification icon. Helps out the channel, helps out the channel. Helps out the channel, helps out the video. Day 3, guys, remember, I'm burnt. And so is Reed, so we're going to close up. But before we do, what do we say? Be kind to yourself and others. Be amazing stewards out on that trail. And we have to ask, what are you waiting for? Get out Arizona. My friends, we'll see you on that next adventure. Take care, everybody. And once again, Alberto, thank you so much. Safe travels on the way home.
Thank you.
I look forward to seeing you again. Take care, everybody.
Bye.